Good morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us for 13 News Now Daybreak on what's expected to be a pretty stormy day. Meteorologist Melissa Terraza is with me as per usual, keeping an eye on things. I do see that storm on the big map behind you.
Yeah.
It looks huge, making its way up the coast.
We are tracking this winter storm here across Hampton Roads. Right now, a lot of us are seeing breezy and colder air, but some of our southern counties could be seeing some flurries right now. Now, a closer look at that satellite radar. When we zoom in here across Hampton Roads, for the most part, the closer you are to the shoreline, the greater your chances are of just seeing rain. But the further inland you are, the greater chances are of seeing that possible accumulation out near I-95 near parts of Emporia and Roanoke Rapids as well. But as we go through time, the futurecast is going to take us through the next couple of hours, an idea of what later morning hours could potentially look like. We're looking at a lot of thick cloud cover for areas out in Newport News, Norfolk, even Chesapeake and Franklin. But right now, mostly affecting the southern parts of the viewing area. Temperatures still in the 20s. Winds will also begin to pick up. We're looking at breezy conditions a little bit before noon, but notice how the greater chances of rain really affecting most of Hampton Roads, and now that wintry mix continuing to move northwest of our viewing area. As far as any accumulation goes, that'll be mostly affecting areas west of the 7 cities. A lot of rain though here across the viewing area. We could see anywhere from 1 to even 2 inches. Wind will also be gusting, especially as we make our way into the later afternoon hours and evening hours as well. And because of that, we'll be watching for minor tidal flooding and coastal flooding as well due to the rain. And then by around 3:45, we could be seeing some stronger amounts of rainfall here across the viewing area. We could see that out in Franklin, Ahoskie, Emporia. Notice winds sustained at this hour at about 30 miles per hour. Again, they could be gusting up to 50 miles per hour. And then come the evening hours, we could see some of that stronger rainfall affecting areas closer to the coastline, some of our northern counties, while some of our southern counties could be seeing some calmer conditions. And then by the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, we can't rule out the possibility of seeing a few isolated flurries and some showers just down south. Dana?
All right, thanks so much, Melissa. As the storm system rolls in today, we can expect quite a few outcomes, including possible flooding, gusty winds, or even power outages. Ann Sprocco is live in Norfolk right now. Ann, how's it looking out there? Still a pretty cold morning.
Dana, yes, it's pretty quiet out here, but as Melissa mentioned, those wind gusts may come in. We're starting to feel them a little bit this morning, which is making it feel a lot chillier than it may feel outside. So if you're heading out this morning, definitely bundle up. Crews across Hampton Roads say they are preparing for any outcome of the storm system, no matter what happens. They're trying to get prepared there. We did reach out to Virginia Department of Transportation across Hampton Roads. They said they're watching the storm's movement and road conditions very closely, as we are too. Their crews are on standby to help out with any downed trees or debris as needed. And in addition to pre-treating the roads and bridges, Drew Langford from Virginia Beach Public Works Department says they are taking measures to help prevent any flooding.
We keep an eye on a lot of these floodgates, pump stations and all to be sure everything's working. It doesn't mean you won't have some flooding, but it keeps it from being a lot worse.
And Dana, Dominion Energy tells us they are also having crews on standby for any power outage assistance that anybody may need. They are asking if you or your neighbor or anybody in your building experiences a power outage, don't assume that somebody else is going to report it. You have to report it in order for them to come and help you and get that restored as soon as possible. Live in Norfolk, I'm Ann Sprocco for 13 News Now.
All right, thanks so much, Ann, for your hard work out there. If you need to hit the road today and come across standing water, just remember, guys, turn around, don't drown. Just 6 inches of water can stall your car and cause you to lose control. Things get even more dangerous with a foot of water, which can float a small car. 2 feet would wash away most vehicles. Police and rescue crews say if you see water on the road and you're not sure exactly how deep it is, don't take the chance. To stay up to date on today's conditions, just be sure to download the free 13 News Now app. Just open up your smartphone's camera, point it at the QR code on your screen. You can also find it in the App Store and Google Play.